We acknowledge this land we meet on is the traditional lands for the Kaurna people, and we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. We also acknowledge the Kaurna people as the custodians of the Adelaide region and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are still as important to the living Kaurna people today. We extend respect to the cultural authority of all Aboriginal and First Nations people. Oscast. Amy And is a podcast that explores all kinds of bookish things, and that can include some pretty adult content. So please be aware that some of this content will be not safe for work or for young ears, and be careful who's listening when you are. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Amy And. This is our live stream book club, which is always chaos, but in the best possible way. Oh, Peyton, amazing. For those who are listening, for those of you listening tomorrow on the podcast and not watching the video, Peyton has just put up the most incredible background of themselves as Santa Claus. So amazing.
Yeah.
Merry hot Santa.
Yeah, this is a headshot from when I think I was 19 years old. So it's baby pet. They're so expensive. You got to use them.
Yeah, my headshot is way old. It's like 10 years old. I really need a new one because I hate it when I've been to events. Sorry, this is so random, and we're starting off on a good foot here. But you go to events and you've only seen a picture of the person, and then they get up and you're like, oh, that person is like 100 years older. I'm worried I'm hitting that zone where I get up and everyone's like, oh.
Whoa.
Anyway, welcome to our book club. I'm Amy Matthews. I want to start before I introduce everyone, because this is live and we don't have the intro. I just want to acknowledge that we're meeting today on Kaurna land. I'm down by Karawura Parry in the beautiful lands of the Kaurna people in Tantanya, Adelaide. I would like to introduce my co-hosts tonight. There's Justina Ashman.
Hello.
Harry Stewart.
Hi.
Peyton Hogan, otherwise known as Hot Santa.
Hey. Ho, ho, ho.
And Abby Guy.
Hi. I don't know how I follow. Ho, ho, ho.
Anyway, welcome. This is our last book club for the year, and it's been our very first year. So we've done a book club every month. It's been a learning curve. They're total chaos. I think I kind of like the chaos. I feel there's less pressure with the chaos. Are you in like Middle-earth Christmas there, Harry?
No, you're in the Grinch's Mountain.
Grinch's Mountain.
Oh, cool.
So we picked a holiday book for the book club. Hopefully you're aware of it if you haven't read it already. It's called 3 Holidays and a Wedding. It actually came out in 2023, and it is by Uzma Jalaluddin, which is, I think, a very bad pronunciation, but I was trying to get it right, Jalaluddin, and Marissa Stapley, both of whom I'm aware of because they write separately, not just together, and they're both very well-known best-selling authors. So Uzma is the internationally best-selling author of Asia at Last, and I think a lot of people would know Much Ado About Nada. She was a high school teacher. She lives in Toronto, which is where the book is, like the book is set in Canada. And then I know Marissa Stapley, as most people would, because her book Lucky was on the Reese's Book Club pick, and it was a New York Times bestseller, and it's very, very well known. But they've collaborated on this book. I had not read it before we picked it. I don't think anyone in the group had read it before we picked it. And yeah, perfect time of year to read a Christmas book. I thought we could actually do something fun though as we talk about it, because I love it when books do this, when they're like book club books, and it comes with book club questions in the back. So I thought we could just actually have a proper book club and look at the questions, because they are fabulous. I think Peyton could have written them.
Before we get into it, did anyone make the drink or the drink of the month or snack of the month?
I made the non-alcoholic.
An iced chocolate.
I also have, you cannot see it because of the green screen, an iced chocolate.
But my iced chocolate has another.
Oh, nice.
That's a very dark iced chocolate you've got there, Harry.
Yeah, really dark, full of tannins.
I made mine extra Christmassy, and it's a peppermint iced chocolate.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Very
Is the
nice.
peppermint, where the peppermint go? What is it? Peppermint
I just
syrup?
have a peppermint hot chocolate, like chocolate mix, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
because I love
Perfect.
a peppermint hot chocolate.
No,
You just
Harry,
crush
you
a
need
leaf.
hand melted peppermint
Yeah.
yeah.
candy cane
Nice.
over a double boil.
Over a double boil. Yes,
Okay,
that's how you
sorry,
make
sorry.
candles.
I've never ever made a candle except in kindergarten, I have to say. Not a
Well,
very
that-
crafty Christmas person.
That also
Anything
sounds
making
like a
a candle
slight.
except fireworks.
Only small kids make candles, Harry.
No, I think I'm really in awe of people who make candles. Like I just cannot imagine doing it. It's so
very,
fiddly.
very easy. Like I will admit, it's really easy. I've done it with
Is it?
school children. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think I
Well-
was even good at it as a school child. I get really bored and I don't listen to instructions and I can't follow baking instructions either. I don't bake because you have to be precise with baking.
So you went into teaching.
Recipe's different every time you make it, but you don't have to be precise.
Oh, things go terribly wrong when I bake.
I was thinking today, I like baking, and I'm not terrible at it, but I don't do it often. And I didn't make the gingerbread cookies today, even though I kind of meant to. I was like, oh, it'd be really nice because also just to have gingerbread cookies in the house. And then I was like, no, I just don't have time to bake. I don't have time to bake. And I'm like, but I cook all the time. And for some reason in my brain, it's a lot more intensive and difficult to bake than it is to just like cook a dinner.
Cleaning up flour is a pain. Like flour gets everywhere.
Flour gets everywhere. That's
Out.
true. I'm not a precise baker. I tend to go, that turned out all right, because I've just got like, oh, that looks like half a cup. Like that'll be fine.
That's what I do, and it goes very wrong.
And it goes very wrong. It does often.
Yeah, I also don't measure. And our hand mixer that we have is like a little hand mixer, and it's from the 60s, I swear. The box is yellow and crumbling, but we keep putting it back in it. And it makes the most irritating metal sound when you use it. I make a
sounds
pack
like
every year, and it's like this is going to explode one year.
It's like a turkey carver is also in that yellowing box and it comes out every year.
But
It's
they
like,
used to last. They made them to last,
Exactly.
baby.
They are very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good. And the blade is bloody sharp, I tell you. They still got it.
I
Don't do that after your red
I
wines.
do measure, but I also sometimes like, because I know cup measurements can vary if it's an American recipe versus Australian recipe and all this stuff. So I often will just get stuck at the point of converting things to grams. I'm like, oh my gosh, maths, and then I quit.
Okay, I realized I didn't introduce what the book is about. So
yeah, it's like the book.
yeah, and it is very much like it's a Christmas holiday romance. So it's 3 holidays, and it's set. This is a nice story. It's set in 2000, although most of us kind of didn't read the prologue properly and didn't realize until it popped up in the chat. Because I was like, what is happening here? It's all very like, when is this set?
What did you say? Nora died in 2012.
Yeah, they keep saying Nora Ephron wrote the film and she died in 2012. I'm like, I'm not sure that the copy editor picked that up. And then like Peyton's like, did you guys not notice that they're using like one flip phone? But like I know people have the new version of the flip phone. I was just like,
Also, it was a small town. I write everything off as this is plot convenient for the small town to have available.
But when she said like, oh, that'll go out of fashion, like the mobile phone, I was like, wow, she is indie. Like she really thinks these phones are gonna go away. I was like, go off, girl. Like I love it. Turns out no, they've just been introduced.
It's set in the year 2000 because that was a year when Christmas, Ramadan, and Hanukkah all fell at the same time in December. So like this year, for example, I wrote it down somewhere. So Christmas is always obviously December 25. Hanukkah this year is 14th of December to the 22nd of December. And Ramadan next year is 16th Feb to the 18th of March. So that can be quite divergent.
Yeah.
So this time it all falls at once, and it is really about 3 holidays and a wedding, as it says, or a not wedding. Because it doesn't actually quite happen on the page, does it? I feel like
no,
it doesn't.
yeah, it's not really like
No, it was kind of
traditional book wedding.
Yeah. So small town. These 2 women. We have Miriam and What's her name?
Anna.
Anna.
Yeah.
I just read it today, so I should not be blanking. Except Anna for
great,
me
Annie,
is like
great.
Anna is like one of those names for me, like Jane or Sarah or Mary, that just kind of slides past me.
Yeah, like Mark and Craig. Mark and Craig for
Yeah.
men. I'm like, what
Any
are you
Tom.
talking about?
4-letter name that starts with an M. I'm like Mike, Mark.
Yeah.
Jack. I'm out.
There's like Tom, Tim. There's like a
Yeah.
few that are just like a bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, Anna didn't like stick in my head, but so she's like this very pretty girl who is working in magazine publishing but kind of hates it.
She's kind
She's
of
got
like your classic rom-com heroine by being
yeah.
like beautiful, working in publishing,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
it.
and chaotic.
she's lost her father and her stepmother's remarried, so she's got no family at Christmas. And she's met this guy who seems too perfect to be true. And we all know he is. Like immediately, I don't know how you guys felt, but I hated him immediately.
I mean, I didn't want to hate him immediately because, like, I need a reason in the book to hate him. Apart
The
from
Well,
the
he
fact
just
that-
gaslit her all the time.
Well, yeah, that
The
bit
only
was
reason I
bad.
need is that the female heroine in a romance novel with a guy at the beginning, I'm like, he's awful. We hate him. He's not the guy.
And I'll find out why, but I already know.
But I already
I
know.
just-
Yeah.
it was the red flags were like when he said, "But you always have such big reactions to things. You
Oh, yeah,
always,
that
this is
stuff was
always
bad.
difficult for you."
Also,
Yeah,
his you mustn't disappoint mother.
Yeah,
I know.
Bates.
and then
But
like
mummy expects it to be on time.
dictating her wardrobe and stuff and what she
Yeah.
had to know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Control.
I get that stuff. Yeah.
so she has to get on this plane to get to Toronto to meet her rich, gorgeous, perfect boyfriend's rich.
After she
family.
finds the ring in she finds a ring
So
in
she's
her.
like, "He's
yeah.
gonna propose, and we've hardly been dating very
Encounter.
long. How do I feel about this?"
Yeah.
And then she gets on the plane and she's seated next to Miriam, who is there with her entire family. And she's like the family, she's like, what do they call it? Like when she's parentified eldest daughter,
Yeah.
where she's caring for everyone, puts her needs last. She has had some kind of embarrassing relationship that we are not let into. They're all a very big Muslim Indian family. Her grandfather has recently been bereaved as well, and he used to be a Bollywood director. So they're like very entertaining family.
Very entertaining. Mr.
But
Dadu.
Miriam's Miriam's
I
like
love-
uptight. I like when they say Dadu means grandfather, so she's calling him Mr. Grandfather the whole time.
That's
That
so
was a
funny.
cute moment.
But Miriam's
She's like,
like
oh no,
serious.
he likes it.
Miriam's serious, uptight, trying to get through, and Anna's like a bit of a mess, like a hot mess.
Yeah.
And there's a storm, and they think they're going to die, and they tell each other their deepest secrets. So that's how the book starts, right? And then they're snowed in a small town with two very gorgeous men who they're not sure they should be with, and fun ensues. That's basically the plot. Would you add anything to that?
They have to put on the play to
They
save.
do. They
Oh,
have to-
yes.
Oh,
I
have to
thought they were going to
save-
save the
Not to
town.
save the town.
Yeah.
Oh, did we mention the wedding? So Miriam's
Oh,
whole-
Oh, sister, yeah.
going to Canada is that her sister decided to have her wedding in the middle of the holidays.
on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
Yeah, she had to have it. She had to.
had
She
to.
says. Yeah, she had to have it
We
at this
had
time.
to.
And Miriam had to plan the whole wedding too. Like she's
Yes.
responsible for it.
Mind
And
you,
the other thing we didn't.
I hated the sister for the entire book because I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
if somebody lumped that on me, I'd be fuming.
I think
Especially-
you have
yeah.
helped plan your sister's wedding, haven't you?
I did, yeah, I did, but that was like, I'll do it. It wasn't like, oh, this will help. Like, what do you think about all this stress? That's gonna
And I'm
make me
sure
feel
it wasn't on Christmas.
better.
And then the other thing we forgot is they're filming like a Hallmark Christmas movie in the town
yeah.
at Christmas while everyone's snowed
Oh
in
my
there.
gosh. Can we talk about the town for a little bit? I was
Yeah.
so delighted. I was like, yes, this is all of the like small town stuff that Kathleen talked about in her Christmas episode with you guys, but also just like I love how like it was very like wink wink, like this is the cheesy cozy Christmas town, and I'm like delightful.
Yeah,
like
They just go snowfalls, is it called? Snowfalls?
Yeah.
Yeah, snowfalls, yeah. And then they walk in the inn and it's like the innkeeper. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, we're
yeah.
staying at the inn,
Yeah.
and she's just
Australian
like a
innkeepers.
delight. Yeah, Australian
Yeah.
innkeepers. In the
Oh my
audiobook,
gosh,
that
I was
accent
listening-
was so funny.
I was listening to the audio
lesbian
narration
Tasmania
for it.
innkeepers.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Not really a Tasmanian accent, but still a good shot.
How funny though,
I thought
Abby.
great
It
crack.
was so funny.
It was
like,
an
this is the
awful
most-
Australian accent, I must say. The narration in general was really good for the audiobook.
Yeah.
But every time they got to the Aussies, I was like, no.
I would say I think the accent it wasn't accurate, but I thought the vibes were there.
Yeah.
They're like, this storm ain't going anywhere.
I love that it was important to them. Are either of the authors Australian? Because
No,
I
I
was
think
like,
they're
I
both
love that in this town where the whole point is that it's like this utopia of inclusivity. They
Yeah.
really they absolutely had to include Australians.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
they're
that.
both from Toronto, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've got like in-laws who are Australian because there's a lot
It
of
would make
mix between
sense.
Canada and Australia.
And I
Yeah.
love the kind of, I think, other than the Australian innkeepers, the other first glimpse of the kind of town we get is the bar during the middle of the hockey game. And they're like, well, anytime, you know, the Toronto get score, then then drinks are free. And anytime the other team scores, then drinks are free. And then they're just giving out free drinks the whole night.
Yeah.
It's like
And isn't
very
it called?
delightful and not sustainable as a business.
At all.
I don't know
The
how
towns are-
anyone there is making money because they just give everything away.
Oh, it is. They're living their dreams for
And
free.
also,
Yeah, everything's
not
for free.
legal in Australia. That is not responsible service of alcohol.
Very, very true. That breaks your license. That breaks your license. Yes. Thank you very much. Bring
Also,
'em up.
isn't the bar called "It's a Wonderful Time for Beer" or something?
Mm.
Yeah.
Everything's got
Yes.
these cute names.
Yeah.
It was
So
very
it
much
is-
a town, I went into it and I was like, okay, this is a small town romance at Christmas
Yeah.
time, and I'm going to have to suspend all belief about what's logistical about a
Yeah.
town and just
So fair.
enjoy
You have to
it.
embrace the Christmas magic.
Oh my, all belief, like to the point they run into like an actor who's like, "Come be extras." It's like, sure, like we'll just be in the
okay.
film.
And then they walk into that meeting and they're like, yeah, we've heard you're an amazing writer. Come and write the holiday hoopla with us.
And I
she's
love
like,
that. I think-
yeah.
I think when you just buy into it being like cheesy, I found it really fun.
It was
Like,
fun
yeah.
because
I did it, yeah.
there's all these hints early on, like, do not take this seriously. Like, there's a
Yeah.
moment where she's stranded there and she's in her Manolo Blahniks
Yeah.
in the snowdrifts. Like, she talks about there being like 3-foot snowdrifts and she's got to get to the bar. But at no point, and she's in like a little cocktail dress and Manolos. At no point does she feel cold. She's just
Yeah, and
standing there going, "What a beautiful town," even though it's a blizzard.
And at no point
Like-
is she taken to hospital or something because if
No.
you're walking around snowdrift
Yeah.
in like cocktail heels, like,
I was in full
The other
winter
one-
gear in Queenstown when it was like -2 degrees and I nearly
would be in
died.
Adelaide. Today, I had
Yeah.
bark boots on.
Nearly
It's like, it's
died.
summer.
Every time we talk about a new plot point, I just keep thinking about the fact that you didn't realize it was set in 2000. I'm like, God, that must have been
So
so
funny.
confusing.
I just
for you.
imagine Amy.
Except
Amy going,
Abby's
"She's-"
right. But like Abby's right. Like small town Christmas books are kind of like going into the past anyway.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just liked it as a read because, like, at this time of year, you think to yourself, this is actually kind of the stuff, this is kind of the book that I want to read right now. Just
Yeah.
something that's so easy that I can just get through, like, that I can read it
so
in one
much like a
sitting.
Hallmark movie.
It's so much fun. Like,
I loved my
the
Yeah.
fact that
favorite.
one of the early plot points is that Anna needs to find a fax machine, not like
Oh, I
think
think
it's-
Yeah.
I thought that was weird.
Oh,
But there are these other plot points where I'm like, okay, that could make sense because this is the one that got me where you're like, oh, this is just like a Hallmark film, right? Was when she'd been watching the movie that morning with Dadu. She's like, Anna's been watching, what is it called? One Night at Christmas.
Yes.
The hero Josh is actually the actor Chase. And she's been watching him in the film. So she saw him at the bar and was like, he looks kind of familiar. She's watching the film and at no point does she go, that's Josh. And then she leaves from watching the film, goes into town, runs into him, and at no point goes, that's the guy from the film. She needs someone to actually tell her. And then she's like, oh, but I love him and I love that film. It's like,
doesn't he have a beard? Like he grew up,
yeah, he's got a
Yeah, yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
Like so he's Batman now.
and he has a beard and glasses and is unrecognizable.
yeah, Clark
Yeah.
Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't quite come at not recognizing his voice or But
Yeah.
then I was like, oh,
Yeah,
this is
true.
just like watching a Hallmark film because you like you said, you get to this point where you just buy into it. It's like watching a Superman film and being like, oh, he's got the glasses on. No one's going to recognize him now.
Yeah, everyone was the most accepting. Everybody completely understood everything.
I
Like there
have
was no miscommunications. I was like, wow,
I have
this.
blanked a close personal friend of mine because she cut her hair and I didn't recognize her. So I think it's believable.
All right, let's get to these book club questions.
Okay.
Starts off with a holiday question. What does the holiday season mean to you? And did this book change the way you think about holidays?
This book made me hungry and I want to eat
Yeah.
a lot of food over Christmas because it kept talking about food. And every time it talked about food, I would just feel so starving because it all sounded so good. That was my big takeaway.
I
I
wouldn't
do.
say it changed my perspective of Christmas, but it certainly gave me the very warm, like, you know what, this is kind of what the season is supposed to be about, is just this idea of just, you just push aside everything else and just focus on a couple things for once. And I was thinking, God, it would be really fun if I just walked in and they were like, you're a writer? Put on a production.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hell yeah. let's
You're
do
good at
this
arranging
shit.
furniture. You can do sets in LA now.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get that feng shui all the way working. But that was nice because I was just
Yeah.
I did find myself going just all the time throughout the book, which is kind of what the whole holiday season is supposed to be about for people that have family and people that want to do this stuff. So I liked that.
I find whenever I read or watch like a Christmas or holiday themed book or movie or whatever set in the Northern Hemisphere, it's like it's another universe to me. Like, because I mean, it's literally a town called Snow Falls. It's very like winter cozy. Like they talk about, oh, it's a snow day. Like we don't worry about our responsibilities because it's a snow day, which is not a thing we have in Australia. And so
We
I
don't
don't
even
know
get
that
heat
I
days
think
anymore.
about my own experience of the holidays when I read or watch Christmas stories because it's set in an alternate universe
I was
where
about
Do
to
you
who
ever
say
knows?
do you guys
it's
ever have the feeling like you want to experience a white Christmas? Because we've been so fed Northern European kind of Christmas.
I
I
think it'd
would
be fun
definitely
to do
like
it
to.
once, but I do think I would feel, I think, homesick for summer.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's the end of
I've
November
I
and we've
definitely
had
want to.
rain and freezing cold. So
It's
give us two
technically
years.
spring still.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Once it
Give us
ticks over
two.
to the first, the weather will shift
Yeah,
And
instantly.
it will
it'd be
become
hot.
hot.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like at this rate, in 5 years, we're going to have snow for our Christmas with the way that our climate's changing here. It's wild. It
It's a
feels
wild
really
one.
odd. It
We
could
cut
be,
you off,
yeah.
Abby. You were going to
Oh,
say
that's
something.
okay. I was just going to say, I really want to go to Canada in particular. I've always wanted to go to Canada. And so this being set in Canada at Christmas time, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to go there. I want to drink like hot chocolates in the snow, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Hot
I would like to
chocolate.
go skiing too.
Have any of you seen the musical Come From Away?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Absolutely stunning musical. It makes me cry every single time I watch it. But it is also set in like a small community in Canada. And I feel like there's something about that is like I felt in this book as well. This something about the Canadian setting is very
Yeah.
like
Well,
this very close
Canadians
knit.
are really nice as well, aren't they? Like that's the whole thing.
Well,
That's
That
the
they're
stereotype.
that is
yeah,
the
that's the
stereotype.
stereotype.
Some
Yeah.
some Canadians will say passive aggressive too. Like it's a
Okay.
little bit like the English politeness, I think.
And it's a little bit like the idea that Australians are laid back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Yeah. When my brother went to Canada, he did say that people were very like friendly, I think he said, was like they were very outgoing in trying to be like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Oh, it was very like, whoa, okay,
like,
you
do I
really
seem
care."
unwell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
I'm going to ask the second question, but we might skip past it. It might be too personal for a podcast. So you can answer if you want, all right, or
Especially a
just say
live
go
one.
to the next one.
A live
Yeah.
one.
So this is like Anna discovering Nick's engagement ring. Have you ever been overwhelmed or confused by news that ought to be good? That's a pretty heavy question.
Well, I actually use this method to make choices about things, but like if I can't decide whether to order from Shanghai Tea House or um oh, what's my other favorite restaurant? I don't know. KFC. Then I'll just decide that I'm going to get one, and then based on how I feel, I evaluate whether that was the right decision, and then I change my
That
mind if I
seems
feel
smart.
bad.
That is the
My
most
mother
Peyton
does this
answer.
for me. I'm notoriously cannot make a decision whatsoever. She goes, "We'll flip a coin," and we narrow down to two. She flips a coin and she goes, "Were you disappointed?" And I'm always like, "Yeah." She goes, "We'll go the other one."
Yeah. Well, I live with someone who's so annoying because he'll be like, we could do this, this, or this. And I'll go, the first one, no.
No.
The second one, no. It's like, so you actually wanted that the whole time? Why not just say that's what I want for dinner?
I like the
Drives me
guessing
insane.
thing.
Yeah.
Have
When
you
I
heard about
don't.
the guessing where it's like I'm gonna order dinner tonight. Can you guess what I'm gonna order? And they go pasta, and then you go it's pasta,
Oh,
And
and then
then
you
you go
order the
order
Yeah, let me
pasta.
just get to the
Yeah,
shop.
let me just get to the pasta. Yeah,
So
fuck.
smart.
But it's
Oh,
clever
Alright.
because it
I like
avoids
that.
the decision making. I use that all the time.
that's
But
a
now this
really
is
good move. And then
live,
you
so he's
shortcut
gonna
straight.
discover it.
You shortcut
I'm
straight
in-
to hearing what they actually want.
Yeah, I'm going to skip number 3 because we've kind of talked about some of it. Number 4 is, have you ever had a meaningful interaction with a total stranger?
Oh,
If so, what was that? Oh, Abby has.
I had the most wild interaction with the most fabulous woman I've ever met just the other week. I went
Hold on,
shopping.
we're all in the room, you know. We're here.
Whoa.
You're
Go on,
correct.
sorry.
Harry's the most fabulous woman I've ever met. I apologize.
Thank you very much.
No, I went to Uniqlo shopping and I was trying on some clothes while in the change room with my mother. We were like, I was showing her something that I was trying on, and this woman walked past and she was giving me like 20 million tips on how I should be wearing this sweater. And she was like, "You're nice and tall, so if you stand up straight, and if you walk into a room," she was giving me all this advice. And then she came back 2 minutes later with a shirt that she was wearing, and she was like, "You need to wear this." And I was like, "Okay, sure." And so she went in and I went in and tried it on, came out, and it was the most perfect shirt ever. I bought it. But that interaction then sparked 3 or 4 different interactions with different women in this change room. And we were all asking each other advice and like, what colors do you think? Does this suit? Does this fit? And I just thought I'm a very introverted person. My mother was looking at me like, "Are you okay with this strange lady touching you?" And I was like, "It's fine." But it was the most, I don't know, there was something about the interaction that was so fabulous, and it made the rest of my day amazing.
That's
Just to
so
have,
beautiful.
That's a great
Fun.
story.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish I was there. I'm imagining
Yeah. Has
it.
anyone
Maybe you
else
were.
I
had
feel
a
like my only
dressing room?
example is in a fairly structured setting, though, because I really love zine fairs. Sorry, but zine fairs, one of the things I love about it is that because people are so often like making art and zines about things that are like very niche interests of theirs or like life experiences, people will just start talking to you. Like they'll pick up one of your zines and they'll say, "Oh, you like this thing," and then they'll start talking to you about the thing. Or when I made that zine about my my root canal, and then so many people started telling me their own stories of like dental like emergencies, and I was like, I should have clocked that this would happen. But I was still quite delighted. Like frequently people would start telling me stories about their cats, and I was just like, this is the best possible way to like structure social interactions with strangers. Is you sit there, you have like basically a calling cards of topics that people could talk to you about, and then they just come and freely share all of these stories, and it's really delightful.
They need to restructure speed dating so it's more like that.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
something to
That's
actually discuss.
true.
Yeah, bring
I
something you
have,
like and then talk about it. That would be nice.
yeah, like show and tell.
Mm.
I had one once, which was kind of, we were pointed in the direction of a total stranger. I was at a writing conference in New York 10 years ago, and my partner was with me. And we had had dinner the night before with some friends, and the guy was like, when you get there, go to the bar. And if you meet a guy named Dennis, he knows everyone. Just introduce yourself to Dennis. Now, this was a conference that was mostly women, like 1,200 women and maybe 4 guys. One of them was my partner. Anyway, we did go to the bar because we're introverts and we're like, we just got to get away from people. And there was only one person in the bar, and he was this giant, like over 6 foot, huge guy. I don't mean this as a slur, but kind of built like Frankenstein's monster, like huge guy
Massive, yeah.
with long grey
Like
hair. He
Peter Belordi.
looked like, yeah, like someone from the Grateful Dead. He had like leather pants, leather jacket, like snakeskin boots, like just was so out there. And we're just having a good chat. And he's like, "Oh, so you're here for the conference?" And he was so like out there. Jono just turned around and went, "Are you Dennis?" And he was like in all of New York, in Times Square, this was Dennis. And it turns out he does know everyone, and his wife happened to be Heather Graham, the writer, the original Heather Graham before the actress came along, who's like 100 times New York Times bestseller. But it was like one of those weird moments where you're just sitting in a bar next to someone and start chatting to them, and it's like the one person in New York you were told to look out for. It was very weird.
No.
feel like
That's
that
so
was
small town
fate.
of you.
Yeah, it
was.
New York.
We were not snowed in, but
I can't really think of an interesting interaction with a stranger, except, and I'm going to bury the lead here because the story isn't interesting, but a guy did very kindly get me into general admission to the Offspring. So that was nice. Got to sneak in there.
good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows everyone at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, so he
Helpful. Just remember him.
yeah.
All right, this one as well. Yeah, how tall was he?
He actually was really tall.
There you go.
Built like
And he was
Frankenstein's
wearing all
monster.
It's even better
in
'cause-
leather pants.
do you know what, Harry, you'd like this? What Dennis does for a living is he rents props to film productions. So he owns all the props from like Lord of the Rings. He did buy a bunch of swords and armor from Lord of the Rings, and then he rents them out to other films in LA.
And
Oh
and
my
is-
I
God.
know.
Is the way he got into that is that someone saw him and said, "Hey, I heard that you make great props. Do you want to
Probably.
in LA?"
They said props to you, Dennis, and he said, actually.
Oh, well
That's what I
done.
do.
Well done. All right, the next one is quite personal, so you can skip it as well if you want to. It is, what might you confess to a total stranger during a moment of extreme turbulence on a plane?
Oh,
Oh.
I did
I-
once confess to a lady in an elevator. I got stuck in an elevator in Canberra in the Tower in Parliament, like going up to the spire, or like the top of Parliament House. And I would have been like 14, maybe, I think. And I got stuck in the lift going up. And I was with a lady because everybody else was down. And I said, I'm going to go up. And they stayed up there. And then I said, I need to go down to the toilet. And the elevator like made some funny noises. And I turned to her and I goes, Mum would never let me say this, but I'm very, very fucking scared of elevators. And I went, oh, with my mouth like that, because I was like 14 years old and I should have sworn. And then she goes, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. And I said, if I die here, just let me know that I've lived a really, really good life. And she was
Oh,
like,
Harry. Oh.
and the lift started. Like the lift was fine. And I said that as a 14-year-old boy, I've lived a really good life. Like, I just want you to know. But she's going to die with me if the lift is going. So it's a very embarrassing story, but that's what I admitted to this lady in a lift. It's
A
that,
nice thing to admit. You didn't go, I've had a shit life.
In another podcast somewhere, she's answering the question of what is an interaction with a stranger.
she said this 14-year-old kid.
No,
in
she's like,
Parliament House.
I think I met a ghost in an elevator, a ghost of a 14-year-old boy, and I've
Weirdest thing
never
ever.
forgotten
And when I
it.
tell the story, whenever I say that, they go, Harry got stuck in a lift at Parliament House. I'm always like, yeah, it was very uneventful. Yeah, not much happened whatsoever. But I remember
And
I
no
was
one was
calm
there
the
with
whole
me.
time.
I remember her face, it was a bit soft. Like she was like, oh, this is sweet, but she's also like, we're gonna be fine. Like the cords haven't snapped, we're not about to drop.
Aw.
I was just so
Aw.
scared because I don't like heights or lifts. So I was like,
Yeah,
Oh.
lift well.
the elevator's so awful when you get stuck in them. They're awful.
Yeah.
So in the book, they have a moment where both of them are like, I don't want to live this life. I want to live this life instead.
Mm.
So is there something about your life, if you were on a plane in a blizzard and you were a bit worried, is there something you want to change about your life or you'd want to be doing that you're not doing?
I'd probably think, God, I should have just spent all my money and done things.
I already
Yeah.
do that. I live that life. Paige.
Yeah.
Right. I just bought K-pop tickets. Like,
Nice.
I'm impoverished but happy.
Whereas I'm on the other end, Peyton, I didn't buy tickets to the same K-pop concert, even though I really, really wanted to.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford it. But what if I had done it anyway?
I'm not scared of flying. I think I would be more scared in the elevator, even though I'm not scared of elevators either, but I don't like the idea of being trapped somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about planes. I hate planes. I hate them.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I think I would just be mad at myself for not having finished my novel yet.
So bad.
Yeah.
Which is maybe a wake-up call to, finish something.
Like they're like the turbulence incoming, and you're like, so many words unwritten.
Like pulling my quickly. I gotta fax this to my.
And Peyton's like, I wish I'd spent all my money. Like,
No, I kind of want to experience turbulence because I really like planes.
About to get on a plane. Don't wish that upon us.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
hope
about
so.
to
No, I'm
catch the
kidding.
same plane late, like in like next week.
Yeah.
I'll be
I
like
did a lot of
trying to shake it.
travel last year, and you remember there were all those thunderstorms and floods and stuff on the eastern seaboard, and there were a couple of flights where it was I've never been on a flight like this before, where the pilots were doing defensive maneuvers, like where we'd go through thunderheads, and so the plane was like weaving, which I've never experienced on a
Oh,
commercial
no.
flight
I
before.
feel like
my
I fear you'd have to knock
God.
me out. I'm not scared of the plane going down. That's fine. I just can't deal with how nauseous that would make me.
Oh, same.
Yeah,
I
no.
said that because everyone thinks it's about dying. I'm like, no, it's not the dying bit. It's
No.
the sensation of plummeting and movement.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
roller
actually-
coasters
When-
either.
I actually
When,
remember
like,
our
it
2024.
feels like
Abby held
gravity
my
stops.
hand when we took off. Yeah, she held my hand when we took off, and we both had sunglasses on as well, which was so weird.
And did he tell you that he'd
Yeah.
lived a good life, Abby? At
Yeah,
that
he
point?
did. I sat next to the ghost of a 14-year-old boy on this plane, and he turned to me and said, I've lived a good life.
And I said, I never thought I could leave Parliament House. Turns out I wasn't trapped.
Okay.
I think that's a fun ghost story, not to spin off, of the ghost of a 14-year-old boy who thinks he's stuck in the one location, but he just hasn't tried to leave.
It's
Never
actual
left the-
anxiety keeping
never
him
left
rooted
the
to the
lift.
spot. You're like, I'm going to die a virgin because there's only a woman in here with me. All right. How do you think Miriam and Anna's lives would have turned out if there hadn't been a snowstorm?
They wouldn't be very happy.
You reckon? Do you reckon she would have said yes to Nick, Anna?
I think so.
feel
I
like
think, but it could have.
initially she might have said yes, and then it would have been a divorce situation later, or
Yeah.
not going
Yeah.
through with the actual wedding. I feel like getting engaged to someone, there's still a back out with the wedding.
I think she would have gone. She would have had a awful, terrible, stressful time with his family for a week.
I think she would have hated
Proposes
his
to her,
family.
and I think in that moment she would have had the same realization and said no, and just sort of imploded everything.
I missed.
Yeah.
Did she ever meet the family beforehand? No, she hadn't.
No.
She hadn't met them, had
No.
she? Yeah.
I love
okay.
their name too, the
Yeah.
Vandergrays. I feel like this has so Gossip Girl written all over it.
Oh my God, so true. Miriam, on the other hand, I don't know.
I think she would have kept going along as she was a lot longer than Anna, because I think Anna was already hurtling towards a huge decision.
Yeah.
I also think Miriam's I cannot remember his name now, the gentleman she ends up with.
Safe?
So
Yeah, I'm not sure that he would have also, because he also had a bit of a switch up as well on that trip.
And they're
She
in
was
different
already
states.
crushing on him, but he wasn't there yet, and I feel like getting stuck, and then that kind of also did it for him too.
That's a plot point we forgot, is that when Miriam confesses her deepest secrets, including the fact that she's got this massive crush on Safe, he's sitting right behind her.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, she would have stayed on the same trajectory, that so would he. I don't know if he would have gone that way either.
That totally would have happened to me. I would have done that. I've got such a big mouth. People are always right behind me. Always.
I gotta stand behind you more often.
It worked out for the best in this book.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever
plane scene was
embarrassed
very
yourself with a
funny.
crush like that? Have you ever said something about a crush and then they've found out, or they've been heard it, or have you like embarrassed yourself like that? You don't have to answer that either. That's very personal.
I embarrass myself every day, and I live with him. I say some dumb shit, and he's like,
Oh no, it's been like, this is gonna sound depressing, but it's really not. It's been like 10 years or something since not 10 years. It's been a really long
Since
time.
you've embarrassed yourself?
No.
I feel like you're pretty well behaved. So
Yeah, well, since I've
Set
been
the clock
in a
back.
crush, so there's no one to embarrass myself around.
there
Yeah.
might be a K-popper or two you could embarrass yourself in front of.
Yeah, that would require being in the same room. So
what about a stranger? Has anybody ever embarrassed themselves and gone, that person just told, like that random person watched that. They saw the whole thing.
I'm sure it happens to me on a daily basis.
I'm constantly embarrassed in front of strangers or people I'm meeting for the first time.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I bury these memories, so that's why I can't.
It's
Count
I was
them
gonna say,
gotta
in.
unfortunately,
repress
my
this
social
stuff.
anxiety
You just gotta
tells me
bottle
I
it
should
all
be
the way out.
embarrassed all the time.
all the time.
Well, that was deep.
All right.
Amy's been trying to get us to say
Yeah, sorry.
something vulnerable the
I
whole
remember
Yeah, it's
ducking.
not happening.
I remember literally ducking in
I-
the middle of Writers' Week because somebody else, this is the secondhand embarrassed, someone else asked a question that I thought was so embarrassing. It like physically, like I couldn't
I've had
handle it.
those.
And I like
Yep.
ducked in the chair
This
so
is
that
a
I couldn't be
statement, not a
seen on
question.
stage.
When
Yeah.
they get up and they give some horrific opinion.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have been in that, Justina. I remember one that made me feel just like that.
Okay, so Dadu suggests that Anna take a fast from worrying. So they're all fasting for Ramadan, and she's not, obviously. And Dadu can't fast because he's diabetic. So he talks about how he takes other fasts. He does other things to kind of do it. And I was thinking about one of my friends is a Catholic, and during Lent, it has to give something up. And one year gave up complaining, which I thought was amazing. But it was very difficult for her. It was very funny to watch, like the look on the face when she really wanted to complain. So the question is, what would you take a fast from?
Just on that, Amy, did she suddenly become like very southern, like, well, bless his soul, like very like, I'm not complaining, I'm gonna instead
Bless
be
your
very
heart.
polite and nice in a way
Yeah,
that I'm showing you
Passac.
my disapproval.
I reckon it makes you frustrated if you can't
Yeah.
vent. I do think it makes you a much less kind person if you can't vent.
But
What
I
would you
also
give
do
up?
think there's a level to which sometimes, like maybe for a short while, fasting from complaining is a good thing because you start to realize that
How much you complain.
how much you complain and how much like negativity you're just like stewing in.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I did the whole Lent fasting thing for a while because I was raised Catholic. So we always gave up something as a family, like individually, every Lent. And I used to give
do
up
that.
like sugar and like, no, I'm not allowed to snack or like things like that. But now I would do like, I'd give up screens, obviously past a certain point. I'd probably
What
give
would
up
be the hardest thing to give up?
sighing.
Sighing. I think if I
Sighing.
asked you to give up all of your skincare routines,
I
you
would,
can't put
yeah,
you
okay.
can't put a single cream on your face for
Yeah.
Lent.
That's just fucking implausible. That's not something
Also,
you
not very safe in summer in Australia.
No, that is true.
yeah,
You
imagine
can
that.
take sunscreen.
Like, why do you look like this? And I'm all
So,
like,
let-
and I'm like, Amy told me to give up sunscreen.
I mean, there's a different like what's it called thought process behind it sometimes that I find interesting. At least in the way that I was raised Catholic, often the idea of giving up something for Lent is like there's this kind of idea of noble suffering that like you're supposed to suffer like Jesus did in the desert for 40
Yeah.
days. Whereas it seemed the way that people talk about fasting in this book it wasn't what that's not the vibe at all
No.
of those types of fasts, which I found very interesting. And I was like, oh, I would be more interested because I always just said I was going to give up chocolate and then never did because I didn't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, this attitude of more like, okay, what am I doing to like, I don't know, think about other people more or like be more present in my own life or like various other things that are more, I guess, generative rather than like suffering so that you
Yeah.
are devout. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I think the idea of fasting from worry is a pretty good one, and fasting from complaining, like negativity, is a pretty good one.
I might fast from yelling at other drivers.
I
Other
can't
drivers
imagine you
annoy me.
doing that. So you're a
Oh,
road
it's
rager.
bad. Yeah.
Road rager. Wow. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
kind of proud.
I was this
Yeah.
morning. I'm not usually, but I was this morning. The traffic was awful and people were bad, like just bad
That's
drivers.
everywhere though. We had a whole
Oh.
conversation about that before. Everywhere where we live at the moment is just
Because of the car race.
yeah, and it's just
Oh.
fucking madness.
Yeah.
But yes. Anyway,
I
I
would
have
give
a
up my
belief that
phone.
as a
Yeah.
chronic passenger princess, every single driver on the road is terrible except for whoever is driving the car that you're in. As someone
Exactly.
with friends who all
Yeah.
also yell at other drivers, I'm like, yeah, no, you're right.
You're
actually.
right.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
have been doing that. And you were right to tailgate.
Yeah.
so giving up road rage would be really difficult for you, Pam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
I would give up sleep-ins.
Sleeping.
No.
Whoa, no,
Wow.
that's a non-negotiable. You can't.
I
That's
don't
like
remember the
skincare.
last sleep-in I had. I just don't seem to sleep anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would give up
oh
sleep-ins.
God.
I feel like if I did it long enough, it might become a habit. I
It
don't know.
does.
Mm.
But
That is true.
I've just racked up so much sleep debt that I'll never recover. I
Well,
feel.
sleep debt isn't a thing. Like you just never.
Mm.
There's no such thing as like getting back the sleep that you skipped.
Yeah, very true.
It's just
You
gone.
just give up sleep debt
You
then.
just
There you go,
lost
done.
that.
There you go. It's gone
Yeah.
now. I won't ever think of it
I mean,
again.
Just pretend it's done.
I feel like it's not a fast, but I frequently tell myself I'm going to stop doing all-nighters. But I mean, I also get insomnia, so some of them aren't necessarily my fault. But
Mm.
yeah, no.
For the sleep,
Yeah.
for the sleep-in though,
Yeah.
and Amy's comment, I will say that we have had some very fun nights at conferences when we've all attended together.
Oh, yeah, I
And
can start
but-
late at conferences, but I don't
but-
sleep in. I'm still
but-
up at 5, 6 a.m.
Yeah,
Oh.
for some of us that have been, like a little bit interesting in the morning and have required a little bit of tentative care, Amy has often, for the two that I've been to, sent a photo of her with a water bottle on a walk
Yeah,
at like
feeling quite seedy.
6:15 in the
And
morning.
then kindly
And I'm
sometimes
like-
picked up Coca-Cola for those of you suffering.
Yes, and Powerade. Yep, and Travacalm.
Yeah.
So
Look,
kind.
I go down, but it's not the alcohol.
it's the Bain Maries.
It's the amount of social interaction the night before.
I go down, but it ain't the drinking.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I like yours, Amy, giving up the phone.
I would love to
That's
give
a
up
good
the
I
phone.
idea.
I would love
That's
to.
what
Like
I
social
like.
media, clicking on things. I'm
Yes.
finding my attention span is really ragged.
I would lie
Awful.
and tell all the websites that I'm under 16 so that I can be banned.
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about this book. Not that any of you apparently noticed, but I liked that there was no
Vintage. I have been enjoying writing more recent historical, like a lot of flashbacks to, like I've written a couple of
Yeah.
books with flashbacks to like the 60s, the 70s, the 90s, and I've really liked going back to worlds that didn't have the phone.
Didn't have it. Yeah.
I don't like reading, which is maybe why I didn't notice in this book, because typically if I see like texts on the page or anything like that, for me it doesn't make a great reading experience because I don't enjoy being like, oh, they're on like I always say Skype, which is so I've done this before, but like, oh, they're on
It's on
Zoom
Skype.
in this book. What?
Mm.
Where's the
They
romance?
hopped off their MySpace to get on their Skype call.
Yeah.
You prefer them flicking through a phone book, do you? I mean, the white pages.
Oh, do
looking
you know
for
I have a little
plumber.
bit of nostalgia for phone books? Like, remember, because
Yeah.
like this was funny because my kids, when they were younger, they're so drilled, safety, 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 don't tell anyone anything. And one of them said something about, oh, you don't want people to know where you live. And I was like, when I grew up, there was a book with your name and address and phone number, and you could just look up anyone in your city or the country. You could just like get the
fine.
Sydney phone book and look someone up.
Yeah.
Be like, that's where they live.
Yes,
like,
and
what
then
a
you go get
different
a
world.
map, and then you use the map in your
Yeah,
car,
and you can
and
just
drive.
get there.
And
Find
it
the
starts,
letter and the
yeah.
number in the grid on the correct
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
And it
It's
starts
such-
like this, and it folds out and it covers the windshield.
But it's maybe it's an effort thing, like a barrier to entry kind of thing, is that you actually have to know their name, look them up. Like you can't just like dox people in the same way. But yeah, it is funny. Like our sense of privacy is so different. All right,
I'm
so
watching
here's
oh,
sorry.
No, you're okay. We can move on. I was just going to add to the question. I was going to say, I'm watching a K-drama at the moment that is set in the 1990s. It's set during the economic collapse in South Korea, and it's about a business that's running. The CEO passes away and his son takes over. And it's really amazing, but I've been watching them try and do like faxing the entire time. I'm like, an email would really save these people.
Yeah.
Like these business deals are falling through, and I really feel like an email would save them.
We still have a fax machine here. We still have a
No.
fax machine at my place. Yeah, like it doesn't
Can
get
you
used, obviously, but it is still here.
I really want to use one.
can you
I love
reply
them.
all by a fax and then you like
I'll
and then
I'll
everyone's
try.
fax machine is just all
Everyone's
gone.
fax machines are going.
I'm gonna get us all fax machines for Christmas.
They
What
were
do you
so
think?
hard to read.
Can you imagine?
Faxes
No,
are
but the
so hard
noise
to
is so
read.
nostalgic because when we were younger, I
Oh.
used to remember when a fax was coming through, and the noise is
Well,
nostalgic. Like it's
Isn't that
cool.
one of
What
the
about
fun parts
dial-up?
about Back to the Future? Like they go far-flung future 2015. And they've got hoverboards, but also they still fax.
Fax. All
It
right.
was fun.
Which character from this book would you most want to be stuck in snowfalls with and why?
Mr. Dadu.
Yeah, hands down.
And it's
Yeah.
When
because
they-
he has
Agreed.
brought all his Bollywood films to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
But then also he
Alright.
was like, when they left him in the hotel lobby and they were like, oh, well, oh, surely you can't just leave him there. And they were like, yeah, he loves this. He's just going to chat to every newcomer as they come past and like suck them into conversation. I would be there for hours. I was like, he
Yes,
sounded
same.
so interesting. And he was genuinely my
He was
favorite character in the
so
entire book.
lovely too.
So
Like just the
nice.
granddad you want.
Yes.
And at the end with Anna, when he was like, oh, just because we're leaving Snow Falls, it doesn't mean we're out of each other's lives. I'm only ever a phone call away. And I was like, this beautiful old man.
When we all get phones.
Yeah,
When we
when
all-
you
yeah,
get
yeah,
on the
yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
We have a fax away.
Just
The
fax
home
me.
phone.
She's like 0. What was his number again? And I'm like,
So can I extend this question to something maybe a bit more less universal, maybe? Of if there was any character, like fictional character crush that you have from a book or a movie that you would want to be
Oh.
snowed in with in Snow Falls, who would it be? Any characters that you like? Any book boyfriends or girlfriends?
There's so many options.
There are so many options, but it's this Christmas.
And yet I can't think of
snowed
a
in.
single one.
There's a
I
blizzard.
can't think of anyone.
Oh, come on.
Any Rachel Gillig protagonist. me.
Yeah.
It would
Okay,
probably be
why?
like I'd probably die given the world that those are set in. Fantastic world.
Wait, Abby, oh my
It'd
God,
be okay. I'd be happy with that.
Bartholomew
Oh my
from The
gosh,
Night and the Moth.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew from The Night and the Moth. That's not a crush. That's not romantic at all.
No,
We
no,
need to make
that's
that clear
gargoyle.
for anyone who's read that book. That's not the vibe.
No, any Rachel Gillig character that's like a protagonist for me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, from movies, just in that any character, well, I was pretty much any character that Kate Winslet plays. I think she's so
I
charming.
love
Oh
Kate
my
Winslet,
gosh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I can pick one.
You can't
I
pick one.
can't. I can't think of anyone. If I was going to pick a movie, I would pick Legolas's dad from The Hobbit because he's
Right.
gorgeous. He would be my type. Elven, as usual.
Snowed in
just
with
like-
the elves.
Snowed in with the elves. I mean, that's fitting for Christmas.
Sells
isn't it?
itself.
Yeah, that's the title. Snowed in with the elves. Lands in a town and realizes that elves are real, and that's who runs this utopia. Like, oh my god.
Thrown in with Agent Smith.
All right. What was your favorite scene in the novel and why?
Oh.
I would say I've got two that immediately jump to mind. Or so, roughly. But I think the bar,
Yeah.
the very first time they're like meeting in the bar, just because like I just thought that was when I was like starting to really buy into the cozy magic of it all. I thought that was really cute. And then this other one, I was just like, oh, I remember getting really emotional when Anna finally reads the letter from Beth.
Beth.
Because I was like, oh, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And also,
So she gets a letter from her stepmom, who she thinks has abandoned her.
Hmm.
And they used to
Doesn't read
celebrate
it the
Hanukkah.
entire novel. It's just
Yeah,
hovering.
also, this is so funny as well because she's walking out and then she goes, my window is open and the letter must have blown down. And I'm like,
Again,
"God,
it's so
Snowfall,
Hallmark
isn't it?"
coded.
It
Yeah.
happened in the movie, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
she's
know
like-
there would be some kind of chime playing as we watch
Yeah.
the letter.
And then she
A
looks
little
up
bit
and
of slow
spots her
voicing
window,
too.
mind you. She's like, my window. That's my window. I'm like, what the fuck?
Not to piggyback off your answer, Justina, but I also think the bar scene is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
I had one other, which is when she goes to Kate's Curios shop And it's like, if you get
True.
lost, just yell out, I'm by the NSYNC statuettes, or like that was really cute. I liked that. And the way that Kate, like whenever she danced, someone would spy something, she just appears with like rapping, and that was
Yes.
like mega cute, small town. I really
I think
liked
Yes.
that.
I
And
think
then
I
it was
liked the plane because of the parents. I thought like Mariam's parents were really funny on the plane. The fact that they got up and kept like calling down to her. I was like,
Yeah.
this is really funny, like to kind of check in, but not really check in.
I feel like
And
all of the scenes where she and her whole family are sort of in it together are just so fun.
They're
and
so cute.
then when she'd set up, like, when Anna had helped set up with the
The
innkeepers,
party.
the little
Yeah.
party that was there, I was like, that was kind of nice because it brought this was this beautiful utopia, but then they brought together every person that you'd kind of met that had helped for that. And I was
Mm.
like, and it didn't seem like kitsch or anything. It seemed
Yeah.
they were all really amazed by it. And I was like, this is nice. It was expected, but it was still really nice scene.
I also really liked sort of around the black moments bit when Miriam goes into, she's sleeping in her parents' room because her sisters kicked her out, and she goes in. I just love the image of going in the room and one of the twin, like the double twin beds, is just piled with everyone's suitcases. And so her mum has to move all the suitcases, and then they have their kind of deep and meaningful conversation about
Yeah,
family expectations while surrounded by everyone's literal
literal
baggage.
stuff.
And I think one of the
I,
I liked in her conversation with her parents about this, like, yeah, these family expectations, when she was like, "Oh, maybe I was too quick to just assume that you wouldn't, like that you would be angry at me for wanting to be a writer and you wouldn't support me." And then you can tell they have a bit of a tongue-in-cheek reply where they're like, "What do you mean? Like, you can't make money as a writer? Like, of course we
yeah.
wouldn't."
True, very
But
true.
they're like,
Mm.
but they're clearly being a bit like jokey with it, and it's very sweet. I like that.
I also liked when she confronted her sister, well, when she found her sister and saved her sister and stuff like that, and they had that big conversation. Because I thought, like I said, I hated the sister from the moment that it started because of when she put her sister in. And then when she took accountability, I thought that Marianne was going to kind of, because, like it was a very like cozy, happy, they were dealing with issues, but it was still very light and fluffy. And so I didn't think that she was going to come back with the anger that she had. And it was the same anger I felt
Yes.
for her. And so I liked that part because I thought, now I'm getting Marianne. Like now I'm getting
Yeah.
where we're going with the character. And I
Because it
liked
would
that
be
scene.
easy to receive an apology and then go, "Oh yeah, thank you, it's okay." But instead she's like, "Yeah, you should be sorry."
Yeah. And then she's like, you thought planning a whole wedding meant that my life would be easier and that I'd get back in the
Yeah.
scene? She's like, are you
Are you
crazy? And I was like, yay.
And also that's such this like spoiled like little sister thing of like, well, I know that she loves just doing stuff for me. So if I give her a big thing to
Yes.
do for me,
And then she's like, I think the plan failed. And I was like,
yeah.
no fucking shit. Like,
Yeah.
your senior sister. God.
It's
I
almost like
liked
this
that.
was the problem all
Yeah,
along.
that was the most satisfying scene, I would say, because I was like, get her. Just dig in.
So one thing I think is interesting, because like obviously we talked to Kathleen about the big surge in Christmas content, which I think is crazy now. Like it's insane. Like the Christmas movies start in September, and there's just usually so many of them. I think it's probably for me, I feel like my streaming services have eased off it compared to last year and the year before. Like I think the immediate post-COVID phase, there was so much Christmas content. But what I think is interesting is the themes that seem to pop up. So we talked about nostalgia a bit with Kathleen, but I was going to ask you guys about how a lot of these cozy small town Christmas stories seem to be very much stories of family responsibility and maturing, and some point where you have to navigate boundaries with your family. I just wondered if you had any thoughts about that. I haven't read a heap of Christmas books, but I've noticed that seems to pop up.
That's big in the movies as well, I feel. And it kind of is the thing that we all that people experience that have got big families, or people that are, that have hosted, like you might be the family that hosts Christmas for your family for 20 years. You might be the person that's only just doing it for the first time, and you got new kids and stuff that are coming in. And then you have that like I know personally, I have that chop and change with family that can come to Christmas and then one year can't come to Christmas, and people that are interstate. And you do actually kind of have to set boundaries. I've never thought about, I know that family is a big part of Christmas romance and a big part of why a lot of people enjoy these things. But I guess for me, it kind of makes sense. I'm like, this is actually kind of how I
There's
feel
simply
about the
two.
Christmas.
There's like,
Yeah.
and often they'll combine in one book, which I think you see here, is you have the person with no family who has
No
a very
family,
lonely
yeah.
Christmas, and then someone overwhelmed by family.
Yeah.
And
Also,
they,
like, I feel like sometimes a trope of, especially like in like Christmas stories about adults, is that it's an adult going back to their family and going back to
Yeah.
their childhood home, and then trying to, a lot of it is this narrative of them trying to be seen as the person who they are instead of as a child still. So there's, yeah, about sort of how relationships change, but then you use things like the traditions and rituals of Christmas to show that there's like a continuity there, even as people are changing individually.
We didn't get all the way through. I was watching what is it, A Family Stone?
Yeah.
That Christmas movie. Yeah. We got through most of it and then fell asleep. But what struck me in that was the idea of, like, if you bring a partner home for Christmas and they see you with your family, and perhaps you're meant to be most yourself with your family, and you realize that they actually don't fit and this is the real you with your family. I feel like that's the idea in that movie. I don't know if it's necessarily applicable to every single relationship outside. I don't think everyone really feels that way with their family. But that was really interesting. How she just like does not fit in.
Yeah, that's interesting in the relationship context of when there's stories about someone bringing a partner home to their family, is the question of how they all fit together in that. It's like that it's like the meeting the family, but on like a larger, more intense version of it, because you're meeting the whole family all at once in a holiday like season where there's all sorts of traditions and often like niche family things that as an outsider you wouldn't be privy to. And then it's that
Feels like a
pressure of like,
test.
if you can't fit in this holiday in this way, then like
You
as
don't
you
fit
said,
with me.
Yeah.
does this
Yeah.
relationship
Whereas as a mature couple, you have to form your own one, right? Bits of each person's. Has anyone seen, like, watched The Bear, the Christmas episode of The Bear?
Yeah.
That is one of the best Christmas
So good.
episodes I have
Yeah.
ever seen,
So
because
good.
that is just so what dysfunctional
Real.
families are like.
Yeah.
The way it ramps up and you can't get out of your role.
Oh, I love
I
The
can't
Bear.
watch that show because it
I
would
love The
stress
Bear.
me out.
It's so
No, it does stress you out.
Stress
As
me
working
out,
in
yeah.
hospitality, it does actually make you go
If
like,
you've ever
"Fuck
worked in
them."
hospo, it's just
Oh my
total
Lord.
trauma.
But
I
it's
left that
so
job because I
accurate.
kept having anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll make you feel anxious, but
The
also you're like,
first
"Fuck, they've
season.
done this well."
Yeah, the first season
Holy
will just make your heart
shit.
race.
Man, yeah, no. I agree, but I also I love a story about a character who's just so insanely traumatized. I was like,
I know.
yeah.
And it's still good. But that Christmas
so
episode, I
good.
think, is one of the best pieces. And the next episode, Forks, is the best episode of television ever, I think. Anyway, I just loved that it showed a family in a pressure cooker. And I think Christmas is a bit of a pressure cooker. And what romance does is it still puts them under that pressure. But like you said, Justina, those traditions are just enough scaffolding to let you navigate your way to kind of healing.
I'm thinking about the Happiest Season, the Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
And I feel like viewers seem to have like very split opinions there. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, she should have ended up with Aubrey Plaza. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't feel convinced by the end of that film that she fits with this family. And the test becomes not just do you fit together with the partner that you've gone into this situation with, but do you fit in this whole picture of what their life looks like?
Yeah.
And then I feel like that's one where they stay together, and I'm like, but they won't for very long after this film ends. I don't know that we're going to make it to Christmas number 2.
Do we all think that Mariam and Anna will stay with the people that they're with?
It's a good question.
I don't think Anna will stay with him.
I don't think Anna will.
Yeah. It was pretty quick. It was pretty quick, and Anna seems to move, like, fall with these guys pretty quick.
Yeah, and she was faster, and I think she got more secure as the book went on, and I don't think he matched that.
I felt like he fit in with her, like if it like in this regard with her Christmas traditions and that sort of thing. I feel like they really aligned there.
Yeah,
And
I think that was a flexibility thing, though. I think he matched Nick's inability to be flexible.
I think
then I was like, That's
I
about
think they
it.
would be a great pair if he wasn't a famous actor. Like, I
Yeah.
actually think
Yeah.
that the real test for their relationship will be that when they actually have to navigate the fact that he is an
Yeah.
actor.
Mm.
And I don't know that she's gonna find set decorating in LA to be oh, actually she's a character in a Christmas rom-com, so it'll be magical.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
do-
say,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she will.
I do struggle with celebrity rom-coms
Yeah.
when the celebrity is like, oh, but it's just so hard to be rich and famous. It's like, well, stop.
Yeah.
You can choose to stop that one.
Just take your money and run. Yeah, you're
I feel like
fine.
Go live in a small
universe where they
town.
work out, he stops acting and focuses on writing, which is a lot less
Yeah.
visible.
And it sounds like
Yeah.
in Snow Falls, they would give them a house. They'd never pay for groceries.
Oh, they never pay for anything.
They'll never
No.
pay for drinks. They'll never
Never.
pay for clothes. They should just stay there.
I wonder what the town is like the rest of the year. It's like January. They
Dreary.
wake up and they're like, I hate all of you.
Yeah.
Always Christmas in this town. It's named Snow Falls. It's always
No, they just take down all of their
Yeah.
signs.
By March, it's called Snow Melts. It's all
Yeah,
done.
Oh, surely
the bar's
it'd be-
just
it'd
called
be very
bar.
funny for it to be this like it's a rom-com town, and then like in summer it becomes
Yeah.
like a summer woods romance getaway.
Yeah.
town, and
Yeah.
everything, the theme changes.
Oaks Creek now. Yeah.
The innkeepers changed their accent. Everybody's different. They're like,
Yeah.
new set, come on.
We're from New Zealand now.
Medicine.
It's like it's making me think of The Good Place. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's great.
It is. It's so
all these
utopic.
frozen yogurt shops pop up.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. That was our book.
Gosh, that went so quickly.
It really did.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, this is
Three
our
hol-
last live for the year.
Last,
Yeah.
yeah, 3 holidays and a wedding. If you want to go read it, it's up on our Instagram.
Mine is
But
on
yeah,
my
really,
e-reader.
look, if you love a Hallmark movie and you feel like something really fun and light and fluffy and just escapist, I think this is probably a good Christmas read.
Yeah.
Really fun Christmas read.
If you let yourself buy into the cheesy magic of it.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
have to. You have to like
This is
laugh and go with it.
I was just about to say this is our last episode of the season, but it's not.
It's not. We've got one next week.
Yeah.
Oh, a wrap up, and
But
then
it is our last live.
it is our last live for the year. We've had a roller coaster of a year. So, if you have enjoyed us and you'd like more, we will be back next year for season 2, and we will be releasing a whole list of our books of the month in January, so you can get a list early and start reading early rather than us announcing them month to month. And we're going to be doing the same thing and running the gamut of different genres and styles of writing. We will not be doing another holiday book end of next year, so enjoy this one. We're going to do something different, which is a secret even from these guys. So I'm going to keep our November read a secret, but the rest of them will be out, and we will be back in the new year in your feed. If you feel like some Christmas book recs, though, there will be a lovely advent calendar dropping on our Instagram, and we will have daily recs and just fun Christmas holiday things. So if you want to see us, you can still see us all through December. Millie was unable to join us tonight, but we want to send a shout out to Millie because she's an integral part of the team, and they have been just amazing. They usually run our live stream, and we missed them tonight. So hi, Millie, if you're listening.
And I feel like if anyone is going to be a protagonist in a Christmas rom-com, Millie, I would offer Millie up as a baker. Like it's already
Yeah.
Oh
perfect.
my gosh, yes.
Yeah, gingerbread cookies, chocolate chip chili cookies,
Oh.
snow cats. I can see Millie like dominating a holiday. Anyway, we've loved you joining us. It's been a pleasure seeing your smiling faces. I've been on study leave this semester, so I don't see you guys as much at the moment, and I'm looking forward to coming back and seeing you more often.
But it's all about to come crashing down.
Yeah.
There's that reality.
Yeah,
Stop
reality's
partying.
back.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
See
gonna
that
get back
You
and
smile?
enjoyed your break.
and we're going to be like, here's all our problems.
That smile, everyone. It's gonna look bloody
100,000
bad.
words of problems times
Yeah.
how many of you?
Times
I'll be like,
five.
Amy, I wrote this draft on a plane while experiencing terrible turbulence.
Yeah, that'll be the
But
vibe.
it's okay. We told you, you would have turned around and told Abby that you've actually led a great life, so it's all good.
Jesus, I should never have told you guys that story.
Yeah, it's
The minute that we're in a stressful
Everyone.
situation, I am going to turn to Harry and be like, I've lived a good
I
life.
feel like we need merch. I feel like we need like a t-shirt
I've lived
of,
a good
of
life.
Harry. No, but like the It's a Wonderful Life poster with Harry on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh.
It is a wonderful life with you guys in it. Anyway, happy holidays to everyone. We'll see you next week for see you, and you can be listening to us if you only listen to us for one more episode for the year. But thanks for joining us for our live book club.
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Harry's got to press
Ho,
stop on the
ho.
live stream now, so we might be here for a little while. Amy And is hosted by Amy Matthews, Abby Guy, Peyton Hogan, Justina Ashman, Harry Stewart, and Millie Heffernan. This podcast is recorded on Gardenland with music by Anthony Wignall and Mass Wisteria. Our logos and branding are designed by Abby Guy. This episode was edited by Abby Guy.